As you know, Thailand has a variety of food, and one popular ingredient in particular that Thai people love to use in their dishes is coconut milk. In the last video, I recommended northern dishes you should try, and today I will be recommending you 8 Thai desserts which consist of coconut milk. So if you love the creamy taste of coconut milk, then you might want to take note of the following desserts. The first one is Bua Loy. There are no actual records that it originated in Thailand. In fact, there are desserts that look like Bua Loy in China or Malaysia. But regardless of the origin, the dish is considered a Thai national dessert because it's very popular and it's been around in Thailand for a long time. It also appeared in the record of King Rama II, which described the Thai desserts. The most popular way to eat Bua Loy is to put an egg into the dish, and we can call it Bua Loy Khai Wan. In the past, it was used as a dessert for auspicious events, weddings or New Year ceremonies. In each region, it is different and its dessert itself has evolved over time. Nowadays, you can find Bua Loy with taro, pumpkin, and purple sweet potato that are made into several shapes. The next one is Sago Nam Kathi. Sago Nam Kathi is an ancient Thai dessert that tastes like Bua Loy, but Sago Nam Kathi has coconut fillings inside, garnished with roasted white sesame seeds. The taste is salty, sweet, and has a strong coconut scent. It is very hard to find this dessert nowadays. So if you find one, you are definitely in for a treat. The third is Pla Grim Kai Tao. Pla Grim Kai Tao was first recorded during the reign of King Rama IV. In the past, there were 2 desserts called Pla Grim, which is a long dough with palm sugar sauce, and Kai Tao, which is a round dough with coconut milk. During the reign of King Rama V, history had it that Lady Plian Pasakon combined the 2 desserts together. In the past, it was called Chang Ma, but now everyone calls it Pla Grim Kai Tao. It is also a dessert which is hard to find, but I highly recommend this dessert because it was my absolute favorite when I was a child. The fourth is Kluay Buad Chee. This dessert is not difficult to cook. The main ingredients are banana, sugar, and coconut milk. We mostly use cultivated bananas. In the past, in the northeastern part of Thailand, people would make a big pot of Kluay Buad Chee for their family after the long hard day working in the farm. They would use the banana ingredients for their own homes. They also cook it to make merit at the temple or when they were hosting guests for their houses. If you love to eat bananas, I highly recommend you try this dessert because the flavor is beautifully balanced with the saltiness and sweetness from the coconut milk and a bit of sourness from the bananas. It is so good. But if you don't like bananas, I recommend you try Phak Thong Keng Buad, which uses pumpkin instant. The fifth is Tubtim Grob. Story had it that Tubtim Grob was originally the dessert for the local people. However, one of King Rama V's wives picked up this recipe, adjusted and served it one of the king's meals. He was really satisfied with the taste and demanded it to become a royal recipe. The dish then became famous nationwide and spread out to other areas. Tubtim Grob is cubed water chestnut covered in tapioca flour served with sweetened coconut milk and shaved ice. The jello-like texture from the tapioca flour outside really contrasts with the crunchiness water chestnut inside. Shredded jackfruit and coconut flesh can be added to this dessert to make it extra special. The sixth is Krong Nam Kathi. The dessert has been an ancient dessert since the Sukhothai era. It kind of looks like a conker sheep. In the past, it was called Khanom Hoi Krang, which Hoi Krang in Thai means cockerel. Later, it was changed to Krong Nam Kathi, which is the name we now call today. The flavor is similar to Bua Loy, but the dough texture is different. This dough is thicker than Bua Loy. Nowadays, there are several styles of Sago Nam Kathi, such as Bua Loy, which are made with panda leaves, butterfly pea, pumpkin, and more. However, its unique dough shape remains. The seventh is Sarim. It is assumed that we brought this dessert from Java or Indonesia as we know it today. During the King Baromakot era, some historians say that it was adapted from the lechon dessert. The first real record describing the looks of Sarim can be found in one of King Rama II's famous poems that clearly states how dessert looks and tastes like back then. The dough is like wunsen in sweet coconut milk. Typically, they come in three classic colors, which are white, green, and pink. Thai sometimes add cherry jackfruit and coconut flakes into the dish. The taste is similar to lechon, but Sarim's dough is slightly crisper. If you prefer a softer texture, I will recommend lechon, but if you like it crispy, then I will recommend Sarim. But if you cannot choose, you can order the Thai dessert Ruam Mit, which combines lechon, Krang, Tubtim Grob, Sarim, corn, jackfruit, and coconut fresh together. And there are Ruam Mit ice creams in some restaurants as well. The last but not least is Sago Nam Kathi. Sago Nam Kathi is a Burmese and Thai dessert. The main components of this recipe are sago and coconut milk. In Thailand, we mostly add corn, longan, taro, and coconut flesh. Almost 100% of the Sago Nam Kathi found in the market nowadays are made with tapioca pearls and not the real sago pearls. This is because it takes sago plums at least 8 to 10 years to reach the right maturity, and then the harvesting and processing is super labor intensive. This makes the pears limited in quantities and are much more expensive. So people start using tapioca peels as a substitute. The real sago peels are dark brown, but tapioca peels are white. However, the tapioca peels also taste good and are almost identical to the real ones. Sago Nam Kathi has a marshmallow texture, is warm and moist, which you should try if you find it in any restaurant in Thailand. This video made me hungry and I want some coconut milk dessert right now. If you like Thai dessert, please share which Thai dessert you like the most down in the comment section below. It doesn't need to be made with coconut milk ingredients. Thanks for watching. See you on the next episode. Bye!